All right, so again, it is going to be talking about taking away. So you're going to use those words, take away. Remember, if they ask a question in the video, please make sure that you respond nice and loud, okay? I want to hear you guys participating, so I know that you understand what's going on. Ready, Eddie? Ready? Okay. Oh, turn it up.
Look at the picture. Tell a story about what you see.
Look at those cute little caterpillars. All right, you're going to tell a little story to go with it, okay? So if we came up with one, okay, there's 3 fuzzy caterpillars out on a walk. Right? Sound good? Yeah. Okay. And maybe one of them goes to get something to eat? Yeah. How about that? Okay, so 3 caterpillars are out on a walk, and one of them leaves to go get something to eat. How many caterpillars are left? 2. Okay, I don't know if that's what their story is going to be, but that could be a fun one that we come up with. Okay, let's see what happens.
Here is one story. 3 caterpillars are in the grass. One of them wiggles away. How many caterpillars are left?
2. Whoa, we were right with our story. A little different, but still the same numbers,
Look at
right?
the counters.
Good.
How many counters do you see?
How many? 3. Good.
There are 3 counters. What do the counters show?
They represent those caterpillars, kind of, right? Okay, so it shows that there's 3. Then we have 3 to start off with.
The 3 caterpillars.
There.
Why is one counter moved to the side?
Because what happened in the story?
The counter is moved to show that one caterpillar wiggled away. How many counters are left?
Whoa, how many are left?
2
Come on.
are left.
2.
Take
Yes.
away 1 is 2.
Oh, you see that?
What
3,
does this
take away
subtraction
1.
sentence tell?
All right, we have 3.
It tells
Wiggle
how
away.
many caterpillars are left when you take away 1 from 3.
Okay, all right, so yeah, we have 3, take away 1. Now we're left with 2. Okay, so let's see what they want us to try here. All right, drag the purple caterpillar into and out of the box to show taking away. Okay, so let's put it in the box.
There are 3 caterpillars in all.
All right, and here he goes wiggling away. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And now, how many do we have left? 2. Okay. So we had 3 caterpillars, so show me that. 3 caterpillars, take away 1 of them. One of them wiggles away. How many are we left with? 2. So 3 take away 1 is 2. Okay.
There are 2 caterpillars left. Now, is the number of caterpillars greater than or less than the number that was there before? Why?
Less. Okay, very good. So it's less. We had 3. But now we have only 2. So that means we have less caterpillars, right? Why is that? Elena?
Because if one gives something to eat, then and it means it's fun, then it's yes, then the other caterpillar.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Great. Awesome. Okay. So when you have a larger number, but as soon as you hear those words "take away," that means that your number is going to be smaller right away, right? Okay. If you're getting rid of something, okay, then you're gonna have a smaller number, aren't you? Okay. Even if I had 5 caterpillars and just 1 crawled away, wiggled away. Again, I'm taking 1 away, so my number is going to get smaller, isn't it? Okay, so very good.
The number of caterpillars is less than the number that was there before. Because 1 caterpillar wiggled away. Now you know how to tell a story about taking away.
Okay.
Great job.
Good job. Okay, everyone get a pencil out. Let's get our papers out. All right, so again, we're doing that subtraction sentence, but again, a larger number we're going to start with, and it's going to get smaller every single time. So just remember that in the back of your heads, guys, okay? You're always going to start with a larger amount, and at the end, you're going to have a smaller amount. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. The subtraction, again, is taking away. We're getting rid of some. All right, so here's our paper. Everyone get your name on top here. Okay. ladybugs, don't we? All right. So let's see what the story says. Now this is Marta today. We have Marta in our stories. She's helping us out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have Marta, and she's watching some of those bugs crawling around. You ever seen bugs just crawling around outside?
Yeah.
Okay. So she's going to come up with a little story to go along with the bugs that she sees. All right. So how many bugs do you see all together there, first of all? 4. Okay. How many does it look like are crawling away, Francesca? 2. So let's see if we're right. Okay. So listen to the story. You ready, Autumn? Put that away, okay? Here we go. Listen.
Marta is watching bugs. She sees 4 ladybugs.
Okay. 4.
Then 2 crawl away.
Okay.
How can you complete the sentence to tell how many ladybugs are left?
Okay. So what would be our first number? The first number tells us how many bugs we have in all. So again, how many bugs was she watching, Addie? How many bugs? How many bugs are there in the picture, Addie? 4. Okay, so we're going to write 4 as our first number because that's how many bugs there are in all. That's the larger number, okay? So Audra, go ahead and write 4 as your first number, okay? So we have 4 bugs. How many bugs were crawling away, Poppy? 2. So here's the 2 that we're leaving. So if you guys can circle that for me, and can you put an X on them to show that they're crawling away? Circle them and put an X on them. So let's put that number right here. 4 take away 2. See those words, take away? All right, so we have 4 take away 2 is how many bugs are left, Martin? 2. So our final number here is going to be 2. So everybody write that into the blanks.
22.
4, no, not 22, sir. 4 take away 2 is 2. So that's like saying 4 minus 2 is 2, right? I know we've heard those words before. All right, everyone's got that? We're not doing plus, we're just doing subtraction right now. Okay, everyone's good? Okay, all right. So go ahead and lift this first page and turn it to the back. All right, Brady, we're moving on to the next page, but I'll help you with the front in a minute, okay? I need you to be with us. All right, so turn it to the next page. You'll see Marta from the video with the little caterpillars. Okay? But do not jump ahead. Just wait, and we'll go through this together, okay? All right. So all we're going to be doing is we are going to be plugging in these numbers today. All right, we're actually not going to circle and cross off anything. I just did that to show you, to make it a little bit easier to see which ones we're getting rid of, right, Braden? I said not to jump ahead, right? Just wait. Just wait. Okay, the first one is done for us. So why do they have the number 6? What does the number 6 represent? Olivia? All the bumblebees that we see. Okay, so do you guys see 6 bumblebees? Yeah. Let's just double check. Ready? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is correct. So trace the 6, please. So there are 6 bumblebees. Now take away, how many bumblebees are flying away over here, Paul? 3. You see the 3 that are flying away from the group over here? So 3 is correct. So take away 3, trace the 3, is how many bumblebees are left there, Grace? 3 again, okay. So 6 is the whole group. Take away the 3 that are flying away, and we're also left with 3. Does that make sense? Okay. So now let's see if we can fill in the blanks here for these ladybugs. All right, number 2. First of all, we have to count how many ladybugs we have in all. So please count how many ladybugs there are in all. Simon, start counting the ladybugs, okay? I want you to tell me how many there are all together. 7. All right, so 7 is my first number. 7, did you write that in? 7? Take away, how many ladybugs do you see crawling away, Amelia? 2. See these 2 over here? So take away 2 is, now listen, if it's easier for you to circle these over here and cross them off to show that those are the 2 that are crawling away, go ahead and do that right now, because eventually we are going to do that. But if that helps you, go ahead. And then how many ladybugs do we have left? Audra, go ahead.
5.
5 is correct. 5. Fill that in. 7, fill that in. All right, so everyone, we're going to read this sentence together. It says, 7 take away 2 is 5. Mia Ann, can you read that for me again?
7 take away 2 is 5.
Very good. Autumn, can you read it for me?
7
take away.
Equals
No. 7 take away
2
2
is 5.
5. Okay. All right. Everyone needs to know these words because that's our subtraction sentence. Okay. All right. Listen. Take the paper. Don't lift a page. Just flip and turn the whole thing over.
Too late.
Okay. So we've got some little crickets, little grasshoppers here. Okay. All right. You guys ready? All right. How many of these do we have all together? Everyone should be counting right now. Don't make me do the counting. All right, Bree, how many? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is correct. So 6. All right. How many are we taking away? Addie, how many are taking away? 2. See these 2 that are kind of jumping away here? So if you'd like to, again, circle them, cross them off. We're taking away 2. So how many are left, Poppy? 4. Very good. So 6 take away 2 is 4. Elena, can you say that for me?
6 take away 2 is 4.
Very good. All right, Brady, can you read it?
6 take away 2 is 4.
Is 4. Very good. Everyone's got that?
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, go ahead and start counting those dragonflies for me. How many dragonflies do we have all together, Francesca?
7.
7 is correct. Okay, so let's start with 7. How many dragonflies are we going to take away, Simon? 3. Very good. So circle and cross off those dragonflies that are flying away. Here they are. There's 3. So 7, take away 3 is how many are left? How many are left? Leo, how many? 4. Very good. All right. Okay, so who can read this for me? What's my sentence say, Mia Ann?
7 take away 3 is 4.
Very good. Paul, read it.
7 take away 3 is 4.
Very good. All right, let's go on to these little cute little caterpillars here. All right, start counting. How many caterpillars do we have in all? Start counting the caterpillars. How many, Grace?
8.
Everyone else counting?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So let's start with 8. There's 8. How many are we taking away? How many are crawling away there, Martin? 4. So let's circle these 4 over here. Cross them off because they're leaving. So 8 take away 4 is how many are left, Audra? 4. Very good. So who can read that sentence for me? Amelia, what does it say?
8 take away 4 is 4.
You got it. All right, let's read it again. Elena, what does it say?
8 take away 4 is 4.
You got it. All right, okay, and the last one, the ants. Count all of those ants. How many ants do we have in all? Start counting the ants. All right, Olivia, how many ants? Did everyone else count 10?
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, so 10 ants. How many are we going to take away? How many do you see leaving, Poppy?
4.
4. Very good. So circle and cross off those 4. All right, 10 take away 4. How many are we left with, Addie? How many are left? count them again. How many are left? How many are not crossed off? How many are left? 6. Very good. All right, so who can read that sentence for me? Who can read that? Olivia, go ahead and read.
10 taking away 4 is 6.
Very good. All right, Simon, go ahead and read it.
10 taking away 4 is 6.
You got it. Everyone together? 10 take away 4 is 6. Awesome. All right, lift and turn to the back page. Oops. 7 take away 1 is how many? Okay, so now it's your turn to do these. Okay? So please go ahead and start with the snails. Just be careful. Were you wrong? Did you say sorry? Did you hit her elbow? Apologize. Alright, just apologize. That's okay. Alright. Alright, so we have snails. So again, first thing you're going to do is what? Count them all. Alright, so count all the snails. Tell me how many there are. Write it. Write it as your first number. I'm not doing this one with you. This is on your own. Circle and cross up. How many snails are we getting rid of? Circle and cross them off. Write it the number. You're on your own this time. And then tell me how many are left. And then go ahead to those grasshoppers. Do the same thing. Count all the grasshoppers. Okay. Yeah, that's why you always have to. Okay. Autumn, how many are there all together? That's the first thing you do. How many are there all together? That's the first number. Hey guys, did you do all 3 of those? Mia and you done? Martin, you're done? All 3, the first 3? 7, 8, and 9 you guys have to do all by yourselves. So tell me how many you're leaving. Those ones, yep. So write it down. Nope. Where's it go? Okay. How many are left? I don't even know what number that is. Can you fix it, please? How many are left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep. Very good. Very good. If you don't want to circle and cross off the group that's leaving, that's okay. But as long as I see that you have the right numbers in, that just helps me, I know. When I circle the group and cross it off, I find that helpful. Maybe hopefully it helps you too. Then do the butterflies. Count how many there are all together. You're not done. You have to do all of these. Wake up. Let's go. Good job, Roger. Good job, Olivia. Count them all and write the number. How many are jumping away? There you go. Away. Good. Okay. All right, kindergarten, eyes back up here, please. All right, everybody did the snails, the grasshoppers, and the butterflies, right? Okay. So a couple of you didn't circle and cross off the group that's leaving. That's okay. Okay, because technically we didn't have to do that today, but if it helps you, please do it. Okay? If you end up getting that number wrong, how many you took away, maybe it's because you didn't circle and cross them off. So it always just helps to do that, just so you don't miss it. All right? So everyone's done with those? Okay. So in number 10, all right, this is what it says. It says, listen to the story and draw a picture to go with it. You ready? All right. It says, Jerome sees 7 inchworms on a tree. So go ahead and draw me a set of 7 counters. there's 7 inchworms on a tree. 4 of them are going to crawl away. So I need you to circle and cross off a set of 4. Get rid of 4 of those. So circle and cross off, or just cross off at least 4 of them. So now take away 4. Take away 4. Cross off 4 of them. Or circle it and cross it off. All right, so write that in your sentence. We have 7. We have 7. And then you're going to take away how many? 4. So write that in your sentence at the bottom. 7. Take away 4. And then write how many are left. How many did you not cross off, right? So write that in there for me. So you had 7 inchworms. We got rid of 4 of them. How many are left? No. I didn't ask you to draw another set of 4. You to cross off 4 over here. If you add 4 more, now your number's going to be bigger. You don't want that. You want the number to be smaller. Okay, so get rid of 4 of those. All right, guys, so this is super important. Remember, we're not adding. So when you have to draw your set of 7, you're not going to add a set of 4. Remember, we're taking away 4. All right? So we have to take away 4 from that first group that we drew. We're not drawing a separate group, okay? Because that means we're adding. And we don't want to do that. My first number, okay, is the largest one. At the end, I should have a smaller amount left, right? Okay? So who can read me what you wrote down here? What is your sentence supposed to say? Bree, can you say it nice and loud?
7 take away 4 is 3.
How many of you have that? How many of you did that? Awesome. And I think most of us did, so that's really great. Okay, awesome. All right, we're going to go ahead and do the homework paper next. So that's just going to go right on top of this one, okay? All right, so make sure that your name gets on top. I'm going to get that pulled up over here. I've got to find it. Okay, Braden, flip to the front because you missed the front. To the very front. Okay, so you have to write a sentence to match those ladybugs. So how many ladybugs are there?
2.
No, how many are there all together?
4.
Okay, so that's your first number. And then how many are crawling away?
2.
All right, so write that sentence for me. 4, take away 2. All right, sorry, I gotta look for the homework paper here in a different spot. So you guys get your name on top of that, and we'll be all good to go. Here we go. Okay, this should be it. Fingers crossed. I thought I did. Oh, I have 2 extra? I'm pretty sure I did. So maybe I missed it for that homework. I must have missed Addie. Oh, Addie needs one. There we go. All right, we're all set. Okay. All right, you guys ready? All right, your name's on top already? Great. Oh, okay, so let's take a look at the very, very top here. We're going to do this one and trace it. Okay, how many cubes do they have all together?
3.
Everyone shout it out. 3. Trace the 3. Trace the 3. There's 3 cubes. Take away, how many cubes did they take off of that little mat there, Olivia? 1. So trace the 1. Trace the 1. Is how many are left on the little mat, Martin? 2. So let's trace all that. 3. Take away 1 is 2. Everyone say it with me. 3. Take away 1 is 2. Did you all trace that? Thumbs up, we're good? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at number 1 here. First thing we have to do is what? Who can tell me? Count what, Simon? count what? In number 1, what are we counting? Count all the cubes, okay? Can you count all the green cubes for me? Count on your paper, it's a little easier. Mark them and count them. How many green cubes do we have? Okay, I'll write that on the board. All right, so we have 8 green cubes. You guys agree?
Yeah.
All right, so 8. Okay, how many are we taking away, Simon? 3, very good. Write that in the next blank, right? So 8 take away 3 is, how many are left on the little map? 5 is correct. Excellent. Okay, go write that on your paper, Simon. Everyone has that written? Thank you, Simon. All right, so 8 take away 3 is 5. Everyone's got it? Everyone has it?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't talk to myself. All right. Okay, Bree, go ahead and do the next one with the purple cubes. You guys start filling it in on yours, see if you get the same as Bree. Go ahead and get started. Count all your purple cubes. Okay. Take away how many? How many are off the map there? And then how many are left on the map? Okay, can you read it for me, Bree? What does it say?
5 take away 1 is 4.
Awesome. Go put that on your paper. That is correct. Everyone else get that?
Yeah.
5 take away 1. All right, some of you guys are missing steps. In the beginning, that's the first thing you have to do. You have to count all of the cubes, not just the cubes that are on the mat. Okay, you have to count them all. That's going to be the tricky part with subtraction, guys. All right, I know a lot of you guys just want to fill in the numbers with what you see, the 2 parts. And remember, it's not addition. We're doing the opposite now. Okay? All right, when you have that filled in, can you please take your paper and just flip it over? All right, you're going to see some ducks. Quack, quack. Okay, so let's start with the ducks. All right, first thing you have to do is count all the ducks. All right, so Francesca, come on up. You guys start filling it in. See if you can get it done before Francesca does, okay? So count all the ducks. That's your first number. Let's go. You guys start doing it. Don't look up at her. Don't make her do all the work. You guys have to do it. Brayden, let's go. Count your ducks. Count the ducks. We're on the ducks. We're on the ducks. The ducks. All right, how many are walking away? And then how many are left? Oh, very good, Francesca. Read it for me.
6 take away 3 is 3.
How many of you have that? Woohoo! Great. Thank you. All right, we'll do that in your paper, okay? All right. Okay, next one. Audra, go ahead and do the frogs. Everyone start going, counting your frogs. Count how many frogs there are all together. How many are jumping away? How many are left? See if you can get the same as Audra. Get it done before. Jumping away. How many are leaving? Just 1. So 6 take away. There you go. Jess, finish your problem. How many are left? Count. You count. How many are left? Yeah, there you go. Write it in. Okay, read it for us, Audra.
6 take away 1 is 5.
There you go. 6 take away 1 is 5. Thank you, Audra. All right, everyone's got that?
Yeah.
Okay, again, you have to remember, guys, to count how many there are in all first. And then you're taking away, remember, whatever's over to the right. That's the group that's jumping away, or we're taking away the group that's leaving. All right, and then however many, that's why sometimes, guys, it's helpful to circle and cross it off, because then you know how many are left. Isn't that helpful to see that? So again, go ahead and circle it and cross off the group that's leaving, if that helps you. All right? We're good? Okay, so now at the bottom, we'll do something a little different. All right, so in number 5, listen to the story. You guys are going to draw a picture to match this. Let's see if you guys can do it on your own first. You ready? everybody's writing this equation or drawing a picture to match it?
Yes.
Okay? All right, I'm going to read the whole thing. I'm not going to stop and do parts. Let's see if you guys can just come up with a picture to match it. Okay, where am I here? Okay, here we go. All right, Carlos sees 6 ants, and then 4 of them crawl away. How many ants are left? Draw me a picture, write an equation to match it. Carlos sees 6 ants. 6 ants, that's your first number, right? I'm already giving it to you. You don't have to count. So write that number in. He has sees 6 ants. All right, and then 4 of them crawl away. So take away 4. How many ants are left? Draw me a picture to match it. There are 6 ants all together in the beginning. You're not drawing ants, you're going to draw counters, right? But there's 6 of them, not 4. There are 6 ants. But then 4 of them are going to crawl away. So take away 4. How many ants are left at the end? Okay, what's your first number? How many ants are there all together at the beginning? Nope. How many ants did I say? Carlos sees 6 ants. 6. Nope, you're not drawing 2 separate groups. We're not adding. All right, kindergarten, we're having some problems here. I know some of you guys are still thinking addition. We're not drawing 6 and 4. You're going to draw 6 counters and then get rid of 4 of them. Okay, so 6 counters, take away 4 of them. Okay, draw 6 again. I only want to see 6. I can't see 6 because you're a little sloppy. We're taking away 4. You wrote the wrong number. Take away 4. Okay, take away 4. Nope, you're not drawing 2 groups. Okay, kindergarten, I'm going to do this one on the board for you because a lot of us are still not doing it right. Okay, I said Carlos has how many ants, Martin? How many does he see? What's your first number, Martin, in your equation? 6. Okay, and your sentence should say 6, right? Everyone has a 6?
Yeah.
Okay, there's 6. So now I'm going to draw 6. Do not draw a set of 6 right above the 6 because in your head now, you guys are adding. I don't want to see just a set of 6 above the 6. We're not doing 6 and 4. We're not adding. So draw me a line of 6. Everybody do that right now. Because this way, you're not going to be tempted to draw me a set of 6 and a set of 4. I'm not adding. We're going to take it away. So draw me a row of 6 counters. Okay, get rid of this. I want that gone. If you already did that, fantastic. I just want a row of 6 counters. So how many ants did we say crawled away, Autumn?
4.
4. So take away 4, it said, right? So guess what? I'm going to cross off 4. Did everyone do that? You could even circle it first and even cross it off. But take away 4. Oops. Oh my. I drew too many, didn't I?
7.
I'm sorry. I'm noticing I did too many. I'm sorry. Okay, so 6, take away 4. How many ants are left, Elena?
2.
2. See, I have 2 that are not crossed off. So then my last number is 2. Do you see the 2 left in your picture? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Why do you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Why do I have 10? No, I didn't. No. No. I said draw 6 only, and then take away 4. I didn't say to add 4. I said take away. All right, the last one here, guys. Listen, you're gonna do it again. You're gonna try to do it on your own. Okay, I want to see how many of you can do it by yourself. Autumn, you ready? Okay, let's try it again. Let's try it again. Okay, here we go. Listen to the story. All right. Okay, this one's a little bit trickier, but I'm going to help you guys with it. Okay, some oranges are on Carlos's plate. Then he eats 2. 4 are left. Oh boy, we're going to have to work backwards. Okay, this is very confusing. Okay, so we're gonna work backwards. You ready? It said 4 are left. So guess what? Put a 4 right here. Okay. It says he's gonna take away 2. So that means take away 2 is gonna go here. Okay. But now we have to figure out, well, how many did we start with in the beginning? All right. How many of you think you already know the answer? Well, a couple of you do know. Okay. So we had some oranges. He took away 2, and now we're left with 4. Okay. What do you think the first number was? Okay. Those of you who have your hands up, I want you to say the number at the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
6.
Very good. 6 is correct. Because guess what? All we had to do now, if you add these 2 numbers, that kind of tells you what the answer is. Because 4 plus 2 is actually 6. So if I start off with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then take away 2, what am I left with? 4. Okay? All right, isn't that cool? All right, so go ahead. Well, here's another way we could think of it too. Hold on, let me show you another way just to help you guys if that didn't click in your head. Okay. Watch this picture. Ready? All right, so using the numbers that we have, it said he's left with 4, right? So that means Autumn. I'm up here, okay? That means that there's 4 oranges that are not going to get crossed off, right? But how many are going to get crossed off? He said take away how many? 2. So guess what? I'm going to go draw 2 over here and cross them off. Circle and cross them off. Okay? So now, Mia N, I'm going to go and count all of the oranges that I just drew. So how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so 6 is the number that I should have started off with. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, that's another way to do it using the numbers that you have. Okay, so everyone has that written in? 6, take away 2 is 4. Oh, you guys outside? Oh, okay, you guys good? Okay, all right, go ahead and make sure you flip it back to the front where your name is. All right, I know that's a lot, but we definitely have to practice this. All right, we're going to practice it a little bit here.